I'm really getting sick and tired of ReZero because for the longest time, I felt like they've been trying to gaslight the viewers. Like they constantly bring up a character called Rem, and we've never met a character named Rem in this show. But like Subaru sometimes, I don't know, like maybe he's drunk and he acts like we should know and he gets mad when people don't understand. And that's bad enough, but whatever. He's been through a lot of trauma. Maybe he misremembers a character. That could happen. But then at the end of the episode, it seems like he's trying to do that again. We get introduced to a new character here. I guess his name's Julius. And, he looks shocked because, our girl Amelia's like, oh, is this a friend of yours? I mean, unless they cut some content and, we haven't seen their interactions before, why do we keep getting characters that Subaru acts like we should know? This is some ridiculous BS. Who's Rem? Who's Julius? Hell if I know. I guess this guy's Julius, but I don't know, like, what a lazy bastard. Like, we've been fighting for our life and he's just been holed up in a building? That's ridiculous. Want to support my work? See my full thoughts on these episodes? We got the Patreon, full and cut live reactions over there exclusively. Oh god. I wonder how many. Every time I've made the Who's Rem joke, I always get at least a few people who explain. Cracks me up, man. But seriously, what a freaking way to end the episode. All in all, better than it has ended. Julius did get done dirty. We ain't gonna deny that fact. But, yeah, so it's interesting because it seems like it's like a reverse of what happened with Crush, right? Like, so his name got eaten, meaning no one remembers him outside of Subaru and I guess himself, but he remains to have his memories and everything intact, which is interesting. So Julius is probably pretty devastated right now, as seen by the whole, like, he was pretty froze, like, and it explains of why he just kind of disappeared, like, for 3 episodes, give or take, something like that. But I said it, and I've been saying it for a bit, that if this season ends relatively okay, season 4 is going to be some bullshit. And some bullshit is what's going to happen. Now, granted, we did do overall pretty well, even if Gluttony and some of them got away. We froze a dragon carcass, we killed one of them by absolutely destroying him and humiliating Professor Diddy. We got one chained up in for interrogation if we need to. Overall, we did pretty damn well in the grand picture of this world and what we've experienced over 3 seasons. And to more or less end with like, okay, Otto got done dirty. He did. He got his legs completely he was filleted. And worst of all, it wasn't until Amelia's like, oh, hey, Otto. Like, Buddy literally took one for the team and people are like, oh, when did you get here? Not a, hey, how's your legs? You doing okay, boss man? No, it's just F Otto. I'm not even the biggest fan of Otto. Like, I like his character, but he's not like one of my top 10 characters, and I felt disrespected in that moment. That was fantastic. But, like, there's no way. Now, people like to say, oh, but what happened to so-and-so? Or, like, no one's going to deny there wasn't death and destruction this season. But this was Subaru's most successful season. He died a couple times at the start of the arc, and then just died no times after. He is completely unfazed by the fact that he's infected with Dragon's Blood. Like, this is fine for him. Of all the characters, Subaru is the least concerned about his own current predicament. His girl Amelia's doing fine, most of his companions. Yeah, he's a little stunned by Julius, of course, but still, we ended a ReZero season relatively okay for Subaru. Now, the funny thing is, Season 4's promotional picture shows Rem in the forefront. So that means, like, in order to get Rem back, do we have to, like, remove someone? So that's why Julius got done dirty? If so, it's kind of hilarious. But either way, great season. I would easily put this as, like, the best ReZero season. I just think it nailed... I guess the big thing for me is, if you ask me, I like Season 1 more than Season 2. But that's not me saying, oh, Season 2 was a downgrade. Season 1 was just a very special season, a very special anime. It holds a good place in my heart. But I feel like Season 3 kind of took all that crazy character progression and really moving the plot forward. But it hit something of that sweet spot with Season 1 and just merged it into the perfect season. I think season 4 will be adapting arc 6. That's what I've been hearing rumblings about. And apparently arc 6 is crazy, which, to be fair, every ReZero season in arc is crazy, but more so than usual. And given how okay things went for Subaru and the gang, Julius got done dirty. Otto got done dirty. Krush is, some characters got done dirty and half the town's destroyed. I'm not denying that. But compare the bullshit that Subaru's gone through and the continuous loops and suffering fest. Like, this is his best situation. I refuse to budge on that statement. With that said, I don't know, because when characters like when we get the Rem treatment, no one remembers Rem, or we get the, Krush or them, like, it's always been different. So to see someone being like, bro, you know who I am, makes him a more useful ally in the face of someone getting their name 8. At first, when everyone kind of retreated, I figured there might be some hate on this episode because people would argue it's anticlimactic, and I was ready to defend that. But I think given how everything escalates, most people won't even talk about that. But there are bound to be some people who will say Gluttony gave up too easily, and if that's your opinion, I completely disagree, mainly because while Gluttony probably could have won that fight, they pushed him back enough that Gluttony realized, like, hey, listen, the retreat has been issued. If you guys are stupid, I'll keep fighting you. I'll probably win, but there's a slim enough chance that, I'm willing to walk away if you don't want to fight anymore. I think that makes sense given one of them was officially dead, as seen by Reinhardt coming in with the Moonhammer smash of death. One's now kidnapped, we cryostasis a dragon, like, it makes sense that they retreat. And I've been saying it for a while that the only way this arc ends is most likely with them retreating, because, like, otherwise there's no way you eliminate them all, because they seem like too good of villains to completely eliminate. So it makes more sense for something to be a bit of a stall. Some of them imprisoned, entrapped, others retreating, live to fight another day. Makes a lot of sense if you ask me. In general, though, I think a lot of anime might have ended more anticlimactic or boring for a final episode, given the fact that it ends more or less with a retreat. But ReZero's so good at directing everything that, to me, this is just as good of an episode as any of the past 7. Like, the episodes 9 through 16 are just completely different levels of ReZero episodes, if you ask me. The jump scare moments, whether it was body mutilation, whether to characters like Otto or characters ripping their faces apart, they just did so well. And I think this season, it's going to be hard to top for me. Now, people are going to say immediately, nope, wait till season 4. It could be. But right now, yeah, this one really clicked for me. Obviously, we all have our questions. Who is Rem? Who is Julius? Can't even say with a straight face anymore. But yeah, it's an interesting cliffhanger. That's not as bad as previous cliffhangers, but it reminds you that, season 4 is going to come back strong, isn't it? And I'm excited. You let me know your thoughts and feelings, whether if you're a source reader who's been anticipating this arc, how did you like the adaptation? And if you're anime only like me, who the hell is Julius? Let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course, ring that bell, and like and mention full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Bill, Waka, Merc, Sebastian Just, Keegan Miller, Adelacium, Jan Peterson, Hune, Capybara, and we also have Zeekster, so I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.